Hi, my name is Jeff Levitan, and like many of you, it was very awkward one day when a friend introduced me to this company called World Financial Group. And I was very skeptical because of the way I was approached, but they asked me if I would come meet somebody and hear more about the company that they were in. So I did, reluctantly, and I came down to an office and met this very professional man in a very nice office. It handled some of my skepticism, and as we spoke, he told me how I could make a lot of money on referrals part-time. I could send people in and they would help them with a financial plan, and there was a way that I could get paid on it. And it actually sounded too good to be true because they said the average referral would pay me somewhere between $500 to $1,500 extra dollars. And I said, it sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? And the key was, they said the catch is you got to be licensed. You're not going to get a fee for referring people. You're going to get a 50-50 split on commission. And in order to get your 50%, you have to carry a license, an insurance license. And I said, okay, what's involved with that? And they said, well, the license costs about $100, $200, and you have to get a C one time on a multiple choice quiz. And I said, C I think I could do that. I said, look, do I have to quit my job to do this? And they said, no, we're one of the very few companies in the financial world that allows people to keep their job and do this part-time on the side. So I figured, what do I really have to lose? I might as well give this thing a shot. I also wanted to learn more about finance and learn more about products and services because I knew later in life I would need that knowledge. So I said, let's give it a shot. And I started part-time on referrals. I did get my C and got a pass and got my license. And I started making money. $500 here, $700 there, $200 here. And it was all extra. And what happened was the clients started referring more people in, and I didn't know that I got paid on the referrals of my referrals into perpetuity. So what ended up happening was, after about 8 months of this referral business going on, my income got up to about $5,000 a month, which was more than my full-time job. And it was at that time I made the logical decision to quit my job and come here full-time. And when I came full-time and got to fire my boss and start my own career on my own terms and make my own hours, work with who I want, when I want, the way I want, it changed everything in my life. I quickly was handed a manual and they said, you ought to open up your own office. And this little tiny manual, which was good for a guy like me, I read it, and simply 5 of my friends and I went and opened up an office in the suburb of Oak Brook, Illinois, just outside of Chicago. And everyone told me not to do it, it wasn't going to work. And I just had to avoid the naysayers. And that next year I made $146,000, my first year full-time in this business. And then I went on the next year to make $262, then $405 the next year. The year after that it was over $7 million, and the year after that it was $1.35 million. Just before I turned 30 years old, I was a cash millionaire because of this business. So anyway, I think you ought to take it seriously and take a serious look at it.